light's falling apart. What is happening? Sorry, hold on. My tripod is suddenly... What is happening? Why is it doing that? My tripod is malfunctioning. Well, it is what it is tonight. It is what it is. It is. All right. Here we go. Did I bring my drink? Yeah, I did. If you're just hopping on, tell us who you are, where you're from. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Where is everybody tonight? Nobody expects me to be early. That's the problem. Hey, Jen. Just waiting for some people to hop on tonight. I'm a few minutes early and nobody expects me to be early, apparently. And I had a tripod malfunction. If you're just hopping on, tell us who you are, where you're from. I had a tripod malfunction. Oh, shoot. Hello, hello. If you're just hopping on, tell us who you are, where you're from. Hello, hello. Oh, shoot. And apparently a mouth malfunction too. Tripod. Oh, Lord. No, my lights started coming apart. You know how it snaps off? And then it like started leaning like this. And so then my phone was going like this. And I'm like, okay, what is happening here? All right. Nobody wants to stay on tonight. Well, maybe it'll be a short live. And we're not going any longer than an hour, Jen. Because if we get started, you know how that'll go. If you're just hopping on, tell us who you are, where you're from. We're doing mini reads tonight. Only psychic questions. Specific psychic questions. We're not talking to any crossed over loved ones tonight. We're doing just psychic questions tonight. It's just too hard to talk to crossed over loved ones and try to get people out of here because I have 30 crossed over people trying to talk to me at the same time. Joe Montgomery, if I could talk, 226. Thank you for the badge. I appreciate that. Brianna, are you here too? Who else is on here with me? If you're just hopping on, tell us who you are, where you're from. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee and I'm from South Dakota. I'm from California. I'm so used to saying that. I just moved to California. I got to get out of that habit. Another mouth try. I can't talk. Haley from South Dakota, welcome. Where in South Dakota, Haley? Yes, only specific psychic questions tonight. It makes it go a lot quicker. Denise from Arizona. Hey, Rapid City. Hey, girl, I just moved from Rapid City. Do I know you? If you're just hopping on, tell us who you are, where you're from. Denise, thank you for the badge. And Haley, thank you for the badge. I appreciate that. So we're doing mini reads tonight. Okay, that's who I thought I was talking to, but the pictures are so tiny on the live, I can't see them. So I wasn't sure if you were that Haley. Welcome. Glad to have you on my live tonight. We are doing psychic questions, mini reads tonight. So, yes, it's you. Okay. Well, so if you guys have got a question, they need to be a specific question, kind of like a yes or no question. It makes it a lot easier for me, but we are doing psychic questions only tonight. We're not talking to crossed over loved ones tonight. If you would like a full reading, I do an hour reading for $40. You can check out my email down below if you'd like to talk to somebody that's crossed over. It's just too hard. We used to do both on my mini reads, and it's so hard because when people who have crossed over realize that you can hear them, they're like all swarmy at the same time. And when you try to tell them they need to wait their turn, they don't like to listen. So I end up with 30 people swarming me, and it's a lot for a live. So we're only doing psychic questions tonight, specific psychic questions. So if you have a psychic question for me, put it in the comments and my mod will put you in the list and we'll get started here. Kelly, thank you for the badge. I appreciate that. Are you able to tell if someone has a person coming through? I can. It's just sometimes I have to really focus. Sometimes I don't. It just depends. But that's why I stopped doing them on my lives, because it's just very time consuming and then I only get through a couple people. So that's why we're just doing psychic questions, because that's what my guide wants me to practice, because I need practice, because I lean more towards my mediumship. Does that make sense? Bill, thank you for the badge. I appreciate that. I just got, and sometimes it just comes to me, I have a grandma. But like I said, we're not doing those tonight, but you can go down. I have an email. You can email me if you would like to do a reading that's $40 for an hour. Claire, thank you for the badge. I appreciate that. What is a psychic question? So like, will I get that job, or will he and I get together, or do I have a man coming, but just needs to be something easy, because it's just so hard when you're trying to do a live and I want to get through as many people as I can. So that's a kind of a psychic question. Does that make sense? Did I answer that? Is it Megan? Megan a million? Did I get that right? Do I have a man coming into my life? Okay, we'll do, it's your girl, Haley. Jen first. Just put Haley. Okay. And that didn't make sense. Okay, Nikki will I start school next year? So Claire's next, Jen. Like that. Yes. Yes. Okay. What signs and symbols am I missing right now? Courtney, I'm not sure your question. Can you be a little more specific? Mega Million, thank you for the badge. Okay, guys, this is where I'm going to stop paying attention now to the comments. So that's my moderator's job when I do mini read nights. Okay, so Haley's question, do I have a man coming into my life that will stay? Give me just a second. Will Haley have a man coming into her life to stay? Okay, so I'm getting yes. Right away I got yes. And then I saw soon. Hold on, I'm getting some more. Okay, I'm hearing be patient. Normally I'm just doing yes or no's, but if they give me a follow-up, I will follow up with you. Okay, so I'm hearing be patient. And then there was something else. Give me a second. But how do I explain this? Okay, so when you put something out there, like say when you manifest something and they tell you to manifest it and kind of forget it, don't be like a little kid on a trip going, when's it coming? When's it coming? When's it coming? When's it coming? Right? You know it's coming. Let it happen on its own. Divine timing is kind of what they're telling you. Okay? All right. Nikki, will I start school next year? Are you talking about college, Claire? Or Nikki? Or who am I talking to? Is this Claire or Nikki? Will Nikki start college? Can somebody clarify that for me real quick? Yes, college and Nikki. Okay. And you're wanting to know... Sorry, I just lost it. It only stays pinned for so long, so... Next year. As in 2026? For the 2026, is that what you're talking about? Are you still with us, Nikki? So try to hang with me because sometimes they will give me a follow-up and want me to ask you something. I'm just getting a no, but they're trying to give me something else. Do you know what you would be taking, Nikki? Because I keep getting business. Something business. Nursing? Thank you for the badge, by the way. Give me 1 second, guys, too, because I was crazy trying to get this set up tonight. So, oh my God, protection from anything that isn't for my highest good and isn't for everybody on my TikTok's highest good. We ask for protection. Okay, sorry guys, I forgot to do my protection thingy here. I just want to make sure. I'm getting a no, and I'm getting something about a business. That you'll be going into a business, maybe business class, starting a business. I'm not quite sure, but I'm getting no for that. Okay, Courtney, what synchronicities do I need to notice? That's my business. Synchronicities. Like, I guess, can you elaborate on your question? When you say synchronicities, what are you looking for? Are you like numbers or symbols that somebody's sending you, or like what is your question? I guess I'm not quite understanding. What signs and symbols are important for me to be tuned into? So are you looking for somebody to give you those from the other side? Is that what you're saying? That you should be tuned into, or just like in your life in general? Thank you. Appreciate that for the blessings. Because obviously there's always synchronicities, right? There's always signs and symbols that come, your divine team is always giving you those, whether it be numbers like 333 or 444, or maybe you'll see a time on the clock every day, like 12:36, just something random, right? Those are generally messages. You're a priest from Nigeria. Well, welcome. Those are symbols and signs that sometimes it's your crossover loved ones, but a lot of times it's your divine team, right? And so pay special attention if you're seeing something like that. Like I said, like say you see 12:36, birds. Okay, yes, birds can be a symbol, right? So if you see a certain bird, take note of what you're thinking at that moment and look up what the symbol for that bird is supposed to mean, right? That's what I would say. You always have angels and guides around you. Always, Bella. You have a spirit team. Everyone has a spirit team made up of angels, ancestors, passed on loved ones, spirit guides. You always have a team, and they're always looking out for you. Now, with that being said, remember that we have free will. When we were created, the Creator gave us free will. So a lot of times they can't step, they have to tread lightly. So, if you need them, and you need to invite them in, you need to say, I need you today. Maybe you just need help getting through the day. Invite your spirit team in. Just make sure you're protecting yourself. Right? Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. I just ate. I tried to shovel it in quick so I could eat before my live. But yeah, you always have a spirit team. And a lot of times it's ancestors that you've never even met. It could have been your great-great-great-grandmother that's on your spirit team, right? Right now, I have a team, but most of my team communicates through my one guide. Okay. So, but yeah, you always do. And they will protect you, like I said. But a lot of times, they can't intervene, like I said, too, because you have free will. So you also need to, give them that permission, right? And I always say, if you're leery about certain things, like I always say, I invite in, and then I say all mine. So my thing is I invite in my angels, my guides, my ancestors, and then I say my husband who's crossed over. And I had a guy that I was in love with that crossed over, so I invite them in, and my ancestors, and then I say only those for my highest good and only those of the highest light of source. And I ask for protection from anything that isn't for my highest good and isn't of the highest light of source also, right? So that way, protect yourself. Well, I try to be. I try really hard. Okay, so how do we protect ourselves? So kind of that's how I talk about that. Are you talking about like what I just said when you're inviting in your team? Or are you talking about like your house, your home? Obviously you can do sage. Here's another thing. I can never say that wood. There's a wood, Palento. I can't say it. But if you burn sage, just make sure you have a window open, and always do closets and everything, because they will hide on you if you're talking about those kind of things. But have a window open. They have to have a place to go. So, but if you burn sage, just, if you're not here for my highest good, please leave, right? If you're talking about your home. Is it possible to have an energy or a guide to follow us? I've always felt like someone was watching. Yes, Haley, you have a whole spirit team, like I said, and it's made up of spirit guides, angels, sometimes crossed over loved ones like your ancestors, maybe your grandmother, and like sometimes it's like your great-great-grandfather that you've never met before, right, will be your team. And like I said, like I just say my chant, I always say, an ascended masters, because most people don't know that Yeshua, Jesus, he was an ascended master, right? There's a lot of ascended masters, and they can come and they're very knowledgeable and help you also. Just be careful, because there's a lot of people that pull in, how do I want to say this? Because a lot of people pull in like deities, thinking that that's good. And there's a lot of deities out there that there is one in particular, and I'm not going to mention it, that comes from the underworld, and you really don't know what you're messing with there. And I don't think people are as knowledgeable there as they should be. So, but like I said, just always ask for protection, only for your highest good and only of the highest light of source. Generally though, if you're a high vibrating, if you know anything about vibration and how you vibrate, and your frequency, those kind of things, generally, if you're vibrating pretty high though, if they're a lower entity on the other side, generally you're not going to pick them up anyway, because they don't vibrate at the same vibration as you do, kind of thing. Okay, Bella, what will themes be for me in 2026, like career-wise? Can you give me a specific question? Like, will I get this job? Or it just makes it easier. It's so hard to do on a live. I just don't have enough time. Bella, can you? Thank you for all the badges and everything too, by the way, guys. Usually I have 2 mods and I don't. I feel like I'm giving the choice of grounding into my earth life or being open to contact beyond. I'm not sure about that. Let me think a second here. Well, we all have abilities, so we all can contact our spirit guides, our divine team, I should say. We all have those abilities. It's just the world has brainwashed us that we don't. So it's just a matter of, you know, talking to them. Like I said, ask for protection, but talking to them, inviting them in and just listening, right? I've said for years, you know, people, well, I prayed about it and I didn't get any answers. Well, one, usually because it's on divine timing and not ours. And second, are you listening? You know, five seconds after somebody says, hey, you know, and they want an answer for something, you don't sit and ever just quiet your mind and listen. You know, you flip on your TV, you flip on your radio, you know, you go out in the world where it's like, blah, all the time, right? And so that's why when people say, you know, I keep getting woke up at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. That's why, because your spirit team or somebody's trying to contact you, and that's when it's quiet. And they can actually, you can hear them, right? And they know this. So that's why it's so really important to just, you know, learn to listen if you really want to hear. But I mean, it's very well possible. It's something, you know, for sure. A job. B, are you going to get a job? Is that your question? You guys got to try to be specific. I know it sucks. It's just hard because I'm on a live and I'm trying to do so many people. Get through as many people as possible. Are you there, B? Are you asking, will you get a job? Will I travel for a job? I'm getting yes. Do you have something even a little more specific for that? Like what kind of a job, or do you already have a job that you travel? Jen, write down this 3. The one, will you pin that one if there's nobody in front of her? When will I get justice for my son? Thank you for all the shares too. I appreciate that, Jessica. B, are you still there? Do you have like a specific job, like a specific question there? And oh, sorry, I just saw that. NYCCC. Sorry, my phone's always going off. Like a job in the arts. Okay, that's a little more specific. Will you travel for a job? Yes. And I'm getting something about seasons. Give me a second. Okay, so which is it? Sorry, I'm getting mixed messages here. Give me a sec. So we'll be in the spring or in the autumn. I'm just getting in the autumn time. And I see, because at first I heard autumn and then spring kind of popped in there and I was like, okay, so which is it? And they're like, no, in the autumn. And then I got bare trees and leaves falling. Okay, who's next? We don't talk any politics here, by the way. So please refrain. Otherwise, we'll have to block you. And I don't like blocking anybody. That's just my only 2 rules, is to be kind and we don't talk any politics, because that's not at all what my page is about. Who was next? Was Courtney next, Jen, or was that mom with the son? Cats do have a huge connection to the spirit world. Look into back in, I think it was the Roman or Egyptian times, you actually would be put to death if you took out a cat, because they believe the cat gives you protection. They do. When they purr on you and you have any bad energy, they will suck up the energy, your bad energy. And sometimes that's why your cat will lose weight, because they can lose weight from taking on your bad energy. And also they protect you because I believe they see spirit. But yeah, you look up, it's either Egyptian, Roman time, probably both. One of those times, I do know that cats you would have been put to death if you killed a cat. Yes. I also got Autumn about the job. Okay. Are you a psychic medium too, Courtney? OMG, like fall East Coast. I got yes. Did we have a specific question? I want to know if that mom is still on here. Hey, Chica, thank you for the roses. I appreciate you. It won't let you pin anything? Okay. Well, we're just going to go. Do I believe what? Nature? What was your question? Not that I know, but have incredible intuition. Well, that's what your intuition is, sweetheart. Those are your abilities. Yes, I am a psychic medium. Randy Man. Sup, girl? Cat T. Welcome. It's not, okay, so it's not letting my moderator pin. So if you're still here, okay. Okay, you're still here. The mom with her son. I want to know your question again. Will you get justice for your son? Can you give me your son's name? And then Jen, if it'll let you, I want you to pin her. Courtney, I'll get back to you if you're still there with me. Thank you for the hearts, Chica. I just definitely want to get to that mom. The cat thing. Yes, I truly do believe that. Jake, if you're going to put stuff about Jesus, at least get it right. His name was not Jesus because Jay didn't exist back then. And probably should do some research, but I'm just going to leave it at that because this is my page. And by the way, we agreed to disagree here, and you're welcome to disagree with me. But his name was Yeshua. And so when you say Jesus, you're just referring to Jesus, the God. Hate to break it to you. I've done a lot of research and down a lot of rabbit holes on that. Can I see your question? Kelly, I'm not sure if I've even got to it yet, but give me a second. Married with children. Thank you for the heart. I appreciate you so much. You have a cat? I'm trying to get to that mama, guys. Give me a second. I really want to do that mama. You said you were still here. Justice for your son. Can you tell us your son's name, please? Thank you for the heart, me. I appreciate that so much. Jamie was his name. Okay. Don't tell me anymore. Okay, I see you now. And Mom, what's your name? Do you have a name, Mom? Jamie and Mom. And Mom's name is Tina. All right, we're going to get to you. We're going to do you right now. Okay, give me a second. Okay, I'm getting a yes. But I believe there's more coming. Nature, thank you for the rose. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm not doing these. Tina is the only one I'm going to do this for. So, still psychic questions tonight. But I want you to know, I just heard him say, Mom, I'm here. I'm fine. I love you. And he just said that you need to move forward. Are you still with us, Tina? I'm doing this because I do what I'm given, right? And that's what I was just given that, and I would never withhold that because I was given that. Okay, Kelly, we're not seeing your question. Can you put it again so Jen can get it? You're here. Okay, so you did see that. I saw your... Okay, give me a second because I want to see if he has anything else to say since we've already went down this road. Okay, Mom, I know nothing about the situation, right? Obviously. Randy, I'm not doing medium reads on here anymore. I'm just doing it for this mom because the sun came through, and I will always give a message because it come through. If you would like a reading with your mom or your dad, if you go down in my bio, I'll give it to you a second, Tina. I have an email, and you can email me, and I can do an hour reading for $40 for you. It's just too hard on lives to do because if I do crossed over loved ones, That's why I'm trying to practice my psychic ability questions, because that's what my guides want me to practice, because I lean towards my mediumship. But what happens is I have 30 people on the other side that come to me all at the same time, and they're so excited that I can hear them and that I can give people their messages. And so what happens is that I get cluttered and I struggle, because I'm trying to do this on a time frame, right? I'm trying to do this on a live. And so they don't know boundaries, right? And I'll be like, no, wait, you got to wait your turn. And they don't quite understand. So I don't know why, Kelly, I apologize. I'm still here with you, Tina, I promise. I don't know why we have all of our filters off, but TikTok still filters out comments, and we don't know why they do that. It's so frustrating. She says it's still not showing up. Don't use punctuation or capitals. Just write it out without any of that. It seems to flag it. I don't know why. Okay, back to Jamie here. Mom, before I was interrupted there, I squirreled. Not interrupted. I apologize, Randy. You were not an interruption. I just squirreled. I was getting... It's cloudy, but what I'm getting is something about... It's not what you think. It wasn't somebody's fault. And what I started to say before I squirreled is, I only get what I get, right? So it's not like I can flip a switch, and it's not, so I was hearing him say, it's not what you think, and it's not who you think. Does that mean anything to you? Because this stuff doesn't mean anything to me. I'm just the middleman, Mom. Does that make any sense at all? Hey, Mickey, long time no see. Are you still here with me, Tina? And I know I'm taking a little longer, guys, but if you lost your child, yes, there has been no arrests. Okay, but do you have suspicions? Because he keeps telling me, give me a second. Because he keeps saying it's not who you think. That's what he keeps saying. It's not who you think. That's what he keeps saying. And now he's begging you. He's begging you, Mom, please move forward. He says he can't be at peace until you are. I am so sorry, Kelly. Why isn't it going through? Darn it, that's so frustrating. But yeah, we get that comment. Welcome to TikTok. Okay, Mom, you're not going to like what he said. He said, it doesn't matter, Mom. What's done is done. And I love you. And you need to move forward. I'm in a good place. But I can't be at peace until you are. That's what he's telling me. Okay? I might be able to get who or something to that effect. If you want to do a full reading with me, you can go down in my bio and check out my email. It's $40 for an hour, which is pretty reasonable. Thank you for the follow, Krista, is it? But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. But like I said, I would never not give a message if I got one. So that's the only reason I did that for her tonight, guys. But otherwise, we're doing psychic questions. Because if I get a message, I'm gonna give it. Okay, give me real quick. We're gonna answer her question. I'm getting like a brother, maybe not his brother, your brother, and an uncle. And then I heard Grams. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I hear. But like I said, this is where it gets touchy because when I'm on a live, you know, if somebody's even there in my comments thinking, hey, I want to talk to my Grams, I could be pulling in Grams. And that's where it gets very, very muddled. You're so very welcome. I hope you have a great night. But he wants you to move forward, Mom. And if you need some help with that, that's what I'm here for. If you're not familiar with my story, I lost my husband of 32 years. Orb. I had 6 orbs, by the way, on my live last night, Jen. I didn't get to tell you that. But that's what I do now is I help people through their loss. My husband unalived himself 2 years ago. So if you need some help, Mom, message me, please, Tina. Okay, who's next? Anybody else have a psychic question? Specific question, specifically, hopefully. I know that made sense. You're so welcome. You're so very welcome. And like I said, if you want to explore more with him, you can send me an email and we can set that up. No, we can't see it yet. Why can we see that, Kelly, but not your question? That doesn't make any sense. I just love TikTok. I love you, TikTok. Please put her comment through. That is so crazy. I need a specific question. So what do I see for you for career, for love, for... Can you be a little more specific? It's just I'm on a time crunch here. We do an hour and I try to get in as many people as possible. So if you have a specific question, I will try to answer that for you. Jill, yes, I got yes right away and I heard very well. And thank you for that. Aw, that's great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the follow too. Aw, thank you for the heart, me. I appreciate you guys so much. Oh, hey, Hugh. Where are you from, Hugh? Jill, where are you from? Thank you for the rose. I've been having dreams about family members that have passed, and it's kind of freaking me out. Well, it shouldn't freak you out, because it's all the time. Okay, so that means Montana. Where at Montana? I used to live in North Idaho, so I know Montana pretty well. You're very welcome, North Carolina. Welcome. It should not freak you out. Is it Loretta? And where are you from, Loretta? It should not freak you out. Generally, our passed over loved ones, they either want to get a message to you. In my case, I've always had dreams of passed over loved ones that had unfinished business and that wanted to let me know that they're at peace. So it shouldn't freak you out. Ohio, Morgan, welcome. Yes, Las Vegas. Oh, welcome. You're not too far from where I'm at. I think you're like 3 hours-ish, something like that. I just moved to California, so yeah. So don't let it freak you out. You know, maybe just ask them before you go to sleep. Go, why are you visiting me? Is there something specific you want me to know? And maybe they'll tell you in your dream. And just be, write it down. I suck at remembering my dreams, which is crazy because I always remembered my dreams until right before my abilities started to come. And then I started forgetting my dreams. But yeah, maybe just ask them before you go to sleep, what do you want? Do you want something from me? Or like I said, if they have unfinished business, they'll kind of just come to you to let you know that they're okay. Like when my Uncle Roger passed away, I wasn't able to make it home to the funeral, right? And so for me, there was no closure there. And I was in an argument when I was 12 when my grandma passed. And she came to me, and so sometimes it's unfinished business and sometimes they just got a message for you or sometimes, they just want you to know they're at peace. So ask them before you go to sleep, see what happens in your dream. Your mom visits you often. Okay, well, maybe she has a message for you. Or she's just keeping an eye on you. If you can in your dream, sometimes, we're able to see if you can ask her in your dream too, or just ask her before you go to sleep and then maybe she'll talk to you or tell you somehow in your dream. You're so very welcome. You have her necklace to ask questions. Ah, there you go. Kelly, I feel terrible. I don't know why yours is not coming through. Kelly, when we're done here, send me a message, DM me, and I will do your question on the DM. Okay? Because TikTok, I have no control over it. Like I said, I have all my filters off, and they just like to filter some people and some comments. And I have another girl that she's one of my regulars, and one night, same thing. She could get through to tell me her comment wasn't coming through, but the comment wouldn't come through. It was crazy. You're so very welcome. Yeah, just DM me when we're done here. Not a problem. Hey, I forget your name again. Naughty, what was it? Something, Naughty Dog 69. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate that. You're back. Good to see you. I appreciate the roses, by the way. Oh, they can be. And that's the thing is I have no say, right? And they think I'm stupid, right? Because like I'll get a report that say I got 30 new followers last week and my numbers go down. You tell me. I don't know. I just go with the flow. I'm just here to try to help people. So, you know, it is what it is and I can't control it anyway. So, but does anybody else have any other psychic questions they would like answered? Don't look like we got a bunch of people beating down my door. If you can get them through to me. Anybody? You're so very welcome. Thank you for sharing the live, Morgan. I appreciate that. If you're just hopping on, tell us who you are, where you're from. Tonight we're doing mini reads, psychic questions. So if you have a specific question you would like answered, shoot, and my moderator, I'll pin it to the top and we'll get you answered if we can. If you're interested in speaking with somebody who's crossed over on the other side of the veil, I was doing those on Wednesday nights, but it got to be a lot on a live, guys. So I do for $40, I do an hour. If you're interested and you want me to talk to somebody on the other side, go to my email down in my bio below and email me. We'll set that up. Those are $40 and you're getting an hour. That's a great deal, guys. I'm just here to help people, but my guides say I have to charge. So it is what it is. But $40 for an hour is a lot. Yeah. I know people who've paid $45 for a half an hour. So just saying. Okay. Anybody else have any other questions, or it's going to be a short live tonight? Anybody? All right. We'll hang out here for another few minutes, Jen, see if anybody else has got any. I hope I could bring some closure to that mom. You know, oh, do you connect with passed on animals? You know, I've been asked that before. I've never really tried. I mean, I could try. What was your animal's name? Is it Sarah? What kind of an animal was it in the name? Coco. Was it a dog? I don't know if I can or not. We could try. I've had people ask me that, but I really don't know. Let me think about that one with Coco. Tell me if it's a dog or not. I'm going to do Bella real quick. Will I travel to Europe next year? Hold on. I'm getting something, but I'm getting a yes, but I'm getting you won't go alone. Coco. Is it a dog? What kind of a dog was it? Just to be curious, because I'm getting a picture of something, but I'm not getting much more than that. But I'm getting, yes, you will travel to Europe, but you won't be alone. Or you shouldn't be alone. Chocolate Lab. Okay, So not what I was getting. So maybe not. Maybe I'm not the dog whisperer. I don't know. Like I said, I've never tried. For Morgan, I'm getting yes. If you're just hopping on, tell us who you are, where you're from. Tonight we're doing psychic questions, so if you have a specific question that you're just dying to have answered, throw it in the comments and my mods will pin it to the top. You're welcome. I don't know why I'm getting 10. I don't know. Is that normal? Is it 10? I've never had puppies, so I've had kitties, but never puppies. Is it normal to have a litter of 10 or 10 something? Maybe born on the 10th? I don't know. I'm getting 10. I don't know what 10 means. I'm just gonna tell you. I don't always know what it means. Melissa from Nebraska, welcome. Glad to have you here. It can happen. I'm getting 10, but like I said, maybe it's not a litter of 10. Maybe they're gonna be born on the 10th. The 10th. I don't know. I'm just getting 10. Okay. Well, I'm getting 10. So it could be the 10th of the month. It could be 10. You're getting 10 puppies. I don't know. Just getting 10. Just getting 10. Anybody else have a question that's just burning and they just need it answered? Anybody? Okay, guys. Well, we'll wrap up this live if nobody else has a burning question they need to answer. Tonight we're doing, if you're new here, my name is Renee and I'm from California and I am a psychic medium. We're not doing medium questions tonight, but we are doing psychic questions tonight because I lean towards my mediumship and my guides keep telling me I need more practice. So, Basset Hounds. Oh, wow. And they can have 10? Holy smokes. I've never had puppies, though. I mean, I've had dogs, but never had puppies. Jen always asks. She used to work for a groomer. Wasn't it a groomer? Right, Jen? She loves that. That's her thing, not mine. Unless my guides tell me to ask you what kind of dog. One time we were on trail, and normally when her and I would hike, she's always like, oh, what kind of dog do you have? And then the one time my guide's like, no, ask that lady about her dog. And then turns out she had a message from her friend. So that's why I was supposed to ask about the dog to stop her. But generally that's my friend Jen's department. Your first litter. So you're anxious. It'll be fine, I'm sure. But I'm getting 10, like I said. 10 puppies. On the 10th of the month, I don't know what it is, but 10. Does anybody else on here have a question that's just burning? They got to get it answered. Anybody? Otherwise, we're going to wrap this up for tonight. Anyone? You're going to take me? Break me? What do you mean, Marge? I'm confused what you're saying. Have me grab you? Okay. And? Why? Okay, well, my children are grown. Okay, Jen, just block her, please. She's... Yeah. Did you get her blocked? Thank you. People are crazy. Thank you. Appreciate that. They just come out of the woodwork sometimes, guys. All right, guys. Well, if nobody else has a question, anybody? Anybody have a question? Sure. Go ahead, Morgan. We got a few minutes here, and hi, is it Bella? Where are you from, Bella? You do? Thank you for the badge. You can throw one out. Just throw them in the comments, and my model, put them at the top. Will my dad be okay? He got a positive result on a certain test. Okay, give me a second. New York, welcome. What's your dad's name, Morgan? Tommy. Really? Okay, so I'm getting yes, but I keep hearing, but he needs to watch what he eats. Watch his diet. I don't know what that means. Right now, Bella, I'm just doing psychic questions, very specific questions, because on a live, it's just so much easier. If you would like to talk to somebody who's crossed over, I do $40 for an hour. You can go down, send me an email to set that up. I tried to do crossed over loved ones, but the problem is when they realize that you can hear them and you have 40 people in your comments asking about their loved ones, all those loved ones come to me and they go like this, right? Because they're like, hey, she can hear me, and they're all excited they can get their messages to their loved ones. And then it's all muffled, and it's really, really hard for me to do on a live. So, psychic questions. We're limiting our mini read Wednesdays to psychic questions because that way I get through as many people as possible, can answer a few questions for people. Maybe that'll change in the future, but for right now, and that's what my guides are wanting me to practice, is my psychic abilities, because I lean towards my mediumship a lot more. So yeah, so if you have a specific question that's just burning a hole and you need to know the answer, I'm here. So we got a few minutes left, guys. The Prince of Dubai. Hey, you're back. Did that answer your question, Morgan? Are you still with us? Yeah, see, the problem with people on the other side is they don't like to wait their turn. And so, because they're, like I said, they're so excited. They're like, hey, I can get my message to my loved one. And I'm like, no. One person at a time. Get in line, wait your turn. And they're like, no. And they're telling me their messages. And so I'm trying to tell, maybe Jen from her grandma, and I'm picking up 20 other grandmas over here, or aunts and uncles and sisters and brothers. And it really makes it hard for me to distinguish who is telling me what. It's really hard for a live. It helps. Okay, good. I'm glad. Trudy, welcome. If you're just hopping on, tell us who you are, where you're from. We got a few minutes here yet tonight. We are doing psychic questions. We're doing mini read Wednesdays. If you would like a full reading with a loved one who's crossed over, you can go to my bio down below and send me an email. Those are $40 for an hour. And yeah, that's how you can set that up. I don't even know how to say that. I would slaughter that name. Trudy, you're from Massachusetts. Welcome. Thank you for the follow, Bella. I appreciate that. Did you have a question? Did we get it answered? Sorry, it seemed like somebody had a question. Or you just asked what kind of questions? Okay. Okay, well, we've got like 6 minutes, so Anastasia from Austin is like to know if a romantic partner is in the future for you. Okay, Jen, can you pin that one? Hi, Kimmy from California. I just moved to California. Welcome. Glad to have it. Anastasia from Austin. Romantic partner is in her future. Aw. Steph, thank you for the heart. Me appreciate that so much. Let's see. Anastasia from Austin. I'm getting yes, but I'm getting a little more, so hang on. Okay, so I'm seeing when like plants start to sprout is what I'm getting. So spring. I'm getting April. That's what I'm getting. Like things sprouting, and then I'm seeing or hearing April. Am I right? Hey Anthony. I see you. Thank you for the badge. Jen is, I don't know how you say her name. Inoyo. I don't want to slaughter your name. Annie. Will I be able to go home on 12/4? Can we pin that question? Oh, now they're coming in like crazy. Well, we only got 4 minutes left, guys. Will I be able to go home on 12/4? I'm getting no. Oh, hold on, guys. I got to put a puzzle piece together. I've been on too long. There we go. Give me 1 sec. Okay. I'm getting no. And Anthony's telling me no too. You're so welcome. Okay, who was next? There was another one about your health. Bella, give me just a second. Was there somebody was in front of you? Hold on. Oh, Tina Marie. Will it be Aaron or Max be my forever? Okay, as soon as I read that, I got neither. Hold on. I got neither. Trudy, I got yes. But give it time. Will my son be in a serious relationship anytime soon? I got no. Will there be anyone? I got yes, but be patient. So for the son, I got yes. And then for Tina, I got, will there be anyone? Yes, but be patient. And I'm going to tell you, like I told the person earlier, you know how, as my grandma say, a watch pot never boils, or a kid going, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Don't look for it. It will find you. You're welcome. Are you able to find anything out about my health? Thank you. Well, did we answer that? Because didn't she ask about good health? I think we did that, didn't we? Or was that a different question? Sorry. It will improve. Because wasn't she, Bella, didn't you answer that? Oh, that was Trudy. Okay, sorry. Got them mixed up. I just got it will improve in the springtime. Okay. Anybody else? We got just a minute left. One more question. Anybody? One more question. You're welcome. One more question before we go, or is that it? Okay, guys, I will be back. Today's Wednesday. I will be back one more night tomorrow night for our regular night. I'm here at 6:30 Pacific time. I got to get used to that. I'm on Mountain time still. I'm here Monday through Thursday, 6:30 Pacific time. If you would like to leave me a tip, I do have a Venmo down below. Never expect it, but always appreciate it. So if you would like to leave me a tip tonight, you can do that with my Venmo down below. If you would like a full reading with somebody who's crossed over, you can do email me. My email's in my bio down below. That's $40 for an hour. And you can email me to set that up. Otherwise, we will be back tomorrow night for our regular night. And then, like I said, on Wednesday nights, we do mini reads. And for right now, we're just doing psychic reads because those are what I need to practice on. And also, it's just so much easier on a live. It's so hard to pull in crossed over people on a live. It does happen, and I did do it for that one mom tonight, only because her son came through and I would never not give a message that I received. So on that note, thank you all for joining us. Okay, hold on. Art 2332, pick you what? Do you have a specific psychic question? That's it. We'll take one more question if you have a specific psychic question. Specific question only for Art 2332. And do you have a name? Okay. If she doesn't give us a question, Jen, we'll do Summer Lynn's, but that's it. And then we're done for the night. Also, if you're not familiar, I do have a YouTube channel that's under Scorpio Medium. So if you are not a subscriber, I would love it if you went over there and subscribed. That would be amazing. We're not doing medium questions tonight. Art 2332. If you would like to talk to your grandmother, you can go to my bio below and check out my email. Send me an email. They're $40 for an hour, and I would love to bring through your grandmother. So we're going to go to Summer. Will a new job come before 2026? I just keep getting yes. Okay. Yes. I just keep getting yes. I'm getting like towards the end of the year is what's coming. Like the end of December is what they keep telling me. So, okay. On that note, guys, I love you all. Thank you for all the love. I hope we got as many people in as we could tonight. You're so very welcome. Like I said, if you would like to speak to somebody who's crossed over, I do have an email in my bio down below. You can email me. It's $40 for an hour read. I am here Monday through Thursday. Sorry, I switched my time. 6:30 Pacific. Wednesday nights, we do mini reads with psychic questions. So if you would like a question answered, we'll be back next Wednesday. Until then, we'll be back tomorrow night at 6:30 doing our regular show. If you're not a subscriber, I do have a YouTube over at Scorpio Medium, and I would love it if you subscribed. I think I covered everything. I also have a Venmo, so if you'd like to leave me a tip, I have a Venmo down below. Like I said, never expected, but always appreciated. On that note, I love you all. I hope you all have a great night. Remember to make tomorrow great because it's a choice. And on that note, until we meet again.